What's up, guys? HTG Brian here, and it's time to take another trip to the mountains. That's right, we got more LEGO Horizon Adventures for you. Next up, Thunder in the Mountains, Level 2, The Hills Are Alive Story. I don't know why this title always reminds me of that old movie, The Hills Have Eyes, which I personally was not a big fan of. Sorry if that offends or disappoints anybody, but not my kind of movie. But hey, we're going to go ahead and explore around, find a couple of chests and a couple of builds and some studs along the way. And I do believe we uncover another sticker for our vision board here. Oh, look at that cutscene.
If the Thunderjaw is making those strange sounds people are talking about, that means we're gonna have to fight it, right?
Yeah, but don't worry. We'll be facing it together.
Oh, I'm not worried. It's just, it looked pretty big. I don't want to mess up again and have to be rescued like before.
Look, I know it's not easy living in the shadow of your mom, but you've got what it takes. We've all seen it.
You really think so?
Hey, we wouldn't let just anyone join our awesome group. We can deal with as many machines as they throw at us, which seems to be a lot. I mean, where do they all come from? And why are they so ticked off at us?
Ah, yes, the great machine mystery. Aloy wasn't the first to ponder these questions. But, seeing as she's the hero of our story, you can bet she'll be the first to discover the truth.
The truth? Hopefully she can handle the truth. Already at it with a couple of bad references from mid-80 to early 90s movies. And look at that, we've already dropped down and found our first build, so I should get back at it. Basically, we're going to trudge our way around through this level, following the old stud trail, and also looking for some silver stud trails leading us off the beaten path, as we're going to find some chests with lots of monies. And of course, I actually discover, too, that the eggs give us money as well. So, yeah, feel free to pick them up and yeet them. Now, that's a terrible process. Like, I would not ever do this in real life. I just figured I would state that because, you know, here I am suggesting you guys pick up some unhatched eggs and yeeting them for your financial gains. Probably not the best way to handle it. All right, we drop down and immediately find ourselves being attacked, which that's probably a good time to bring up the old RNG, the possibilities of your battles looking different than mine. You know, Dougie and I have been talking about this a little bit, and it would seem as though not every battle as you load in is going to be the same. So what I mean by that is if you're following along with our guide, and let's say you're right on this level, right at this point, the baddies that you are encountering may look a little different. And especially the drops that they drop are definitely going to be different. So be on the lookout for that, as some of the things are going to look a little bit different than how you see them, but that's okay. Now, hopefully you got a hot dog cart, and if you did, make sure you drop it like it's hot, because everybody loves a hot dog. Me, personally, not a fan of the dogs at all. I mean, I like, you know, puppy dogs and things like that, but I haven't had a hot dog in probably, I don't know, maybe 15 years, 20 years. I mean, I don't know if I've had a hot dog in my son's lifetime. Like, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. Again, probably disappointing some of you guys out there. A lot of you are big baseball fans, going to the old, you know, baseball stuffs and getting hot dogs as a national pastime. Not this guy. We don't even have a baseball team currently, although Portland is getting one. There's a big talk that the Portland, Oregon area will be getting a major league team soon. That's kind of exciting. I've gotten a little off topic here, but yeah, nonetheless, hopefully you got a hot dog cart back there, and hopefully it did massive amounts of damage taking out those baddies. All right, climb up and around and find ourselves with another build here. It looks like some sort of like I don't know, like a dream catcher kind of a thing, or I don't know. There's probably a proper name for that, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and keep on with the keeping on down to this lower left. And look at that, we found ourselves a special chest with a brick separator. So far, one of my least favorite gadgets that we can use. Very effective, but just not that cool to me. All right, I'm going to drop back down because I thought that I may have missed something down here before I hit that zip line across. And it turns out I did, but nothing too important, just a little destructible with a couple of studs. And speaking of which, boy, we are sitting pretty fat right now with over 15,000. So we're going to have to spend some of that at the end of this. And I do believe it works out in our favor. So, hey, look at this, a sleek little ledge down here. Sneaky, sleeky. It also has a treasure. And inside we got ourselves a hot dog cart. So we'll pick that up, adding it to our adventuring. And I cannot wait to deploy this doggo. Gotta be honest. We're getting pretty close to the old traveling merchant who will task us with the choice. Like, do we take this or do we take that? In fact, we actually get a new item introduced. Actually, 3 new items, but unfortunately, only one of them can be wielded by Aloy. Let's go ahead and check those out right now. Booyakashow! Traveling Merchant on demand. So here we go. We got the Freeze Bow, which Aloy can use. We also find the Freeze Spear. And you guessed it, the last item is the Freeze Bomb. But only Tirsa and Varl can wield those, so we'll go ahead and take our arrows and get on out of here. All right, following more studs, we go, and we'll drop down on the old yellow handhelds that are almost impossible to miss. Well, there is a little tricky chest down here in this cave. And then it looks like we can actually keep on with the keeping on and make our way down and around. All right, we got Frost Wave there. Those are the old ice bombs. I thought about taking those, but I'm going to stick with the old doggo. That's definitely my favorite gadget so far. Pretty awesome. And you know what? I'm hoping that we have some more pretty random, but yet very effective items that we can deploy with some humor involved later as we get deeper into the story. All right, another igloo and some studs too. We'll take it, thank you very much. And we're going to double back over and make sure there was nothing up on this high ledge, which we should have realized by now this is where we came from. So, yep, all right, we've made it down and around. Let's go ahead and get back. Maybe you needed some heals. Maybe that worked out perfectly for you. I actually have lots of hearts, so I was fine. We'll go ahead and zip line down and find ourselves with a bunch of pickups. Look at all the pickups on the ground, so be sure to utilize those as much as possible. You know, one thing I'm finding is that, like, the stealth feature in this game is, I don't want to say it's broken. I mean, I've always been bad at stealth-like behaviors, but it seems like as soon as you get out of that, or you shoot even once, like, I feel like in the original Horizon Zero Dawn game, you could shoot an arrow from the high grass and still be, you know, incognito, like they didn't know where you was. But I don't feel like that's the case here. Now, you probably noticed, too, that I'm using the old freeze arrows, and I'm freezing them all in their spots. I'm also, for once, actually using the old horns here. That has not been my forte in the past, but I actually got some good anglage and made it happen. Now, the freeze arrows are amazing as they not only do damage, especially when you hit those special spots, but they also freeze the baddie for a few seconds, which makes it easy to either continue doing damage or juggle other baddies. Now, as I always recommend, you want to take out the smaller baddies first or try and focus on one so you can deplete that meter and you're not just like taking 5 from you and 5 from you and 5, because then before you know it, you've still got 6 or 7 guys out there and you haven't taken anybody down. And I'm actually, see how I targeted the guy off in the distance while my close guy was stunned, but then I was able to take him down before. Yeah, so it's just a matter of juggling, which you do not want to see me try and juggle in real life. It is quite, well, it's probably quite hilarious if I'm being honest. I'm just no good at it. All right, all the bad guys have been taken down. We're going to go ahead and take a quick peek and make sure that we didn't miss any studs or any ledges that lead to some secret builds or chests, and it looks pretty good. So we are just about ready to keep on with the key. Hey, wait a minute. Where'd that zipline come from? Oh, that's how we got here. Collect any and all items and make your way down the stairs, which will trigger a cutscene.
Well, haven't heard any loud, ominous sounds yet. Maybe the people back home got this one wrong.
Don't be so sure. There may still be wondrous revelations and life-changing encounters ahead.
Well, I, for one, wouldn't mind encountering a cup of hot cocoa right about now.
Oh, it's far better than that.
You mean hot cocoa with little marshmallows in it? Oh boy!
One of my favorite wintertime treats. Nothing better than playing out in the snow or in the cold and coming back into a nice warm cup of cocoa with them marshmallows. Those little guys? Are you kidding me? I feel like I need to go bust open a nice package of Swiss Miss and make that happen right now. Speaking of right now, let's go ahead and make our way up and out of here and check out one of the best cutscenes we have seen yet, but not before getting a little egg on our face.
Don't let go!
I got you! Do you hear that music?
It's making me tingle.
It's coming from up there. Maybe we should find another way.
Dagnabbit, I thought I fixed that. Sick beats, huh? I found some amazing records in the ruins, along with all this sweet old world
Sorry,
tech.
your name is DJ Silence?
Do I sound silent to you? Silence. You probably recognize my voice. I'm the one who's been guiding you.
Oh. Hey, cool focus. Did you inherit it under mysterious circumstances by any chance?
No, I uncovered it in an ancient ruin, lost in a faraway land. It's amazing what you can find digging through old world trash.
Oh, so that's how you know so much about this stuff. And now you're not just a mystery voice, you can join us on our journey.
In a manner of speaking, see, I'm a scientist, a scholar, a spinner of sick tunes.
We get it. You want to sit somewhere safe and cozy while we do all the hard work.
I'm glad we understand each other. Of course, I will need a base of operations. A charming, peaceful village with good acoustics, say?
Hey, that sounds just like Mother's heart.
Fine, you've twisted my arm. I'll see you there.
Hey, would you look at that? HTG Brian was right for once. Actually, I like to pride myself on being right pretty often. However, I wasn't sure that was silence when I brought that up last video. However, I'd like to go ahead and admit to an error. I also mentioned that we got a gold brick and a sticker added to our list here, but it turns out we have to wait for the sticker.
Settling in okay, Silence?
I suppose it will take some time to untangle the many wires of my DJ stage and sound system.
I assume you've applied for all the necessary permits.
Permits? My vinyl music will bring joy to Mother's heart and its people. Educate them in the hottest sounds of the past. People will travel for days to dance to these infectious beats. They will feast on...
Done. Permit granted on condition of the applicant shutting up right about now.
The system works.
Has she always despised silence that much? I don't remember that at all. All right, let's head over to the alt mother tree, and now that we've gotten some new let's go ahead and upgrade the environmental warrior. Earn more XP when you use the environment to defeat enemies. So not every kill will earn us more XP. However, if we use fire or electricity or even ice, it should actually give us some extra XPs. There are a few other unlocked options if you want to spend some monies, but we're going to go ahead and save our pennies for a later video. Now we're going to go ahead and make our way to the next level start point, which brings me to another very minor complaint. Why did they make it so far to run? I know they want us to customize and do things. We got lots of options and things to do between where they just spawned us and where we needs to go. But anyways, we'll save that complaint for another video. Next up, we got Frosted Peaks, which should give us at least a gold brick. And I got my fingers crossed we'll get another one of those towers built so we can add another sticker to the list. But guys, that's going to do it for Thunder Mountain Level 2, The Hills Are Alive story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below. We've got lots of other videos and content over at HappyThumbsGaming.com. We'd love to see you over there. Check it out. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.